Hey, hello. Welcome to Tales of Terramir. I'm Wes Ford, and I am the game master for our campaign. I also play Savamil Donkir, Sea Elf Cleric.
Hey everyone, my name is Mike Downs. I play Gemma Ashenlight, Adamar, Sorceress.
Hey,
Azamar.
Hey, I'm Hannah Nye, and I play Willa Kettlewhistle, Gem Dragonborn Blood Hunter.
I'm Justin Kirkwood. I play Anton Dargos, Human Fighter.
Good save. I remembered that I was last now. Hey guys, it's Rob Parkinson. I play Razik Shikali, Pension Human Rogue.
We are here to play through episode 27 of our campaign. You can find more episodes of the show by visiting us at talesofterramir.com. We stream live on Twitch, but you can also find us on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, Facebook, and now on Threads with our handle, Tales of Terramir. Help support our subscriber goal tonight. If we hit 20 subscribers, we'll give away a free month at Tier 3 to one lucky subscriber. Also, when you subscribe, you'll receive exclusive emotes, ad-free viewing, and much more. You can also subscribe for free with an Amazon Prime account. Thank you to everyone who subscribes and keeps this show running. If you're watching us on YouTube or listening to our podcast, thank you so much. Give us a like and subscribe. It'll really help us out. You can watch all our episodes on YouTube or listen to select recordings of our streams on your favorite podcast platforms. Mike, I believe you had something to say?
Yeah, for sure. A few of us, including our producer Charlie, will be having another discussion show next week on July 19th at 8 p.m. Eastern. So come check us out and we'll discuss our latest misadventures.
All right, and let's get back into our adventures in Tales of Terramir. Hello, everyone. We're going to recap our previous session. So, after recovering from the battle with the Bone Devil Malvok, the adventurers freed the Watchmaster Adamar and Rel from his imprisonment. Searching the area, they found various magic items, weapons, and valuable art objects, all of which Adamar was able to identify with a pair of special spectacles. The party gathered the dead Everwatch members and placed them in Gemma's bag of holding. While exiting the chamber to a previously unknown secret entrance, the Watchmaster revealed he recognized Gemma's celestial abilities as those of an Aasimar, leaving the sorceress stunned. Returning to the entrance and the Rime Gate, they began to hear the flapping of hundreds of wings and voices speaking in Infernal. Adamar shouted, "Hurry, you fools!" just as a swarm of spine devils began to flood into the chamber. While fighting them off, the group began to climb the rising, pulled rope to the Rime Gate, one by one, with Anton grabbing the tail end just in time. And back in the material plane side of the portal, Adamar asked Gemma to quickly place the null stone on the pedestal. Gemma focused her magic and attunement to the object and sealed the Rime Gate, slicing off a few wings and claws from the oncoming swarm of devils. Martin was glad to see the group return successfully and embraced the Watchmaster. Moving to the surface of Redgard Keep, they all returned to their respective rooms and took a much-needed long rest. During the night, a piece of parchment slipped under Gemma's door, a note from the Watchmaster requesting her presence in the morning. Willa attuned to Malvok's Maul of Hell Ice, and Gemma attuned to the Outer Essence Shard. The next morning, the party reunited in the Grand Hall for breakfast, after which Gemma followed Adamar to his private tower and a secret cozy study. They discussed her origin as an Aasimar. Adamar revealed he knew Gemma's parents, having worked with them, assisting arcanists escaping the Empire. The elf sorcerer asked to train Gemma for a week's time, so that she may get a better handle on her magical powers. Gemma agreed, as long as her companions were okay with it. Adamar also made Gemma an honorary member of the Everwatch, granting her the title of Watcher, and giving her an odd but useful device she can use to communicate across great distances. Discussing what occurred in the study with the rest of the party, they all agreed they could use the week's rest from traveling, especially if it meant Gemma could learn more about her magic. Savamel wished to spend the time in the chapel, performing priestly duties for his goddess. Anton and Willa planned to study in the Keep's library to find information on the Great Tree and the mysterious necklace in the Dragonborn's possession, respectively. Razik grinned and unveiled his plans to gamble and get into some trouble. By the evening, the Everwatch had gathered outside to perform the rite of passing, a funeral for the members whose lives were lost in Stygia. As the pyre of bodies was lit, the companions quietly reflected on the events that have occurred since their meeting, uniting in friendship. And that brings us to where we left off. As the rite of passing finishes, the pyre growing larger, the time passes where people start to scatter back to Redgard Keep. You eventually find yourselves moving back to the Grand Hall, where you know that you are going to be welcomed with a celebration of sorts. Though lives were lost, there is something to be celebrated. The Rhyme Gate has been sealed, and the Watchmaster has been returned. So, to celebrate such an occasion, there is a feast available, as well as ale and wine for you all to enjoy and to discuss your plans for the week and what lies ahead.
I almost thought you were going to say to celebrate, you guys also get a level up. But it's just wishful thinking.
Woo!
Oh, never on there. Sorry.
Yeah? No. Yeah. All right.
Not yet. Not
Worth
yet.
a shot.
I want to do the talk show now so we can talk about Gemma being an Adamar.
An Adamar?
An Adamar. An Adamar.
I am the Watchmaster.
So
I
that brings us to the Grand Hall.
Like you. You fancy
Yes,
Adamar.
it's Aasimar. That's her race.
Aasimar.
Adamar
Aasimar,
is the name of the
Aasimar.
Watchmaster.
Awesome.
That's why we need to talk about it.
So,
Passenger?
you are at the bottom there of the Grand Hall. You see that there are various other Everwatch members sitting, beginning to drink and decompress from the sort of sadness and drama of the funeral, and starting to unwind and enjoy themselves. Being excited that the Rhyme Gate is finally sealed and the Watchmaster returned. You have the room before you. It's up to you what you'd like to do.
Can you describe the room one more time that we're in? It's like the dining hall. It's what time of day?
It's the Grand Hall, and it is just beyond dusk, so it's just nightfall. After the funeral has happened, the sun has set, and you've come in here for dinner. You've been in here several times in the Grand Hall, though obviously you as players have not quite seen it visually before. There are rows of long tables for everyone to sit at. The kind of cozy Grand Hall lit by braziers, warm braziers. And at the far end, there's food available, and there's a separate table to the east upper east side there of the map are barrels of ale and wine and mugs available, and 2 tables for the higher officers, where Adamar and Martin are sitting, and a few others to the very north. So you are sort of welcome to sit where you'd like, grab a drink, grab some food, and there is a feast before you for you to wine and dine, talk amongst yourselves for what is to come.
Is this buffet style? Do we just walk up to the table and grab food, or are we gonna have someone gonna come serve us?
It looks like it on the side there. Yeah.
It is a
Buffet
buffet.
style where it's like all just already laid out for us.
It is a buffet style. You can go up and
All right.
grab what you'd like.
Do you want to sort us into our houses first? I
Sure
can
you
help
don't
this.
fill up
Sorry.
on
Sorry.
No, I'll accept it. That was great.
That's good.
I'm gonna. Anton's gonna just start walking towards the table with the food and nod in respect, sort of towards the 2 tables that are flanking him as he walks by.
Y'all, as you are beginning to walk down the long carpet, you can see that many of the members look towards you in respect, nod. Some of them raising their mugs towards you. You saved their order, so they all seem to be very respectful and happy, and seem to all starting to relax as everything seems to be getting a lot better at this point.
I tap Anton on the shoulder and say, "There's the kegs with the ale on the other side." I think that's what you're
Anton,
looking
a
for.
sharp turn to the right. Sharp
Right.
turn.
Savamel goes over next to Anton, kind of nudges him, like, "All right, this is it." Starts to pour a mug of wine from one of the barrels.
Before he does that, I tap Savamel on the shoulder and say, "There's where the bacon is on the left." No, he doesn't want it. He wants the wine. Okay. I'll hook arms with
Wine
Willa.
first, and then
I'll
Then he
hook
makes
arms
it to
with
it.
Willa and, go to the table or the buffet table together.
Yeah.
Just kinda
See a
like
steak over there with my name on it.
Are you going to need 2 plates?
Oh, at
You
least
can-
4.
At least 4.
Yeah.
That a girl.
you can see for the menu for tonight. First off, since the drinks were mentioned first, there's ale and wine, and there is honeyhorn mead is available for 1 silver piece per cup, as it is a little more expensive and harder to come by. But some people have high taste, so you can get a honeyhorn mead brought to you for 1 silver per cup. Otherwise, ale and wine free of charge. The food, the feast, you have. Here's our menu. We have a pottage
Yes.
of herbs and vegetables.
This is
A
what it's
pottage
all
is
about.
like a stew. You have herbs and vegetables, flavors of the endless plains. There is an array of meat dishes, including chicken, venison, and wild boar, which makes some of you maybe side puppet towards Anton. And there are also savory and sweet tarts and pastries filled with wild berries inside. And that is what's on the menu.
No bacon? Call this a buffet? You call this a feast? No bacon?
You say that out loud, and there's
I know, really.
one of the people who are kind of bringing food out, and they mention, "Go, since you've arrived, we've actually been a little light on bacon.
Couldn't look
There's
at
not much
Simon.
left in the kitchen."
Yeah, Savamel's like
Turn.
got stuffing him out of his pockets.
You can see one of the servers kind of like turns around, like kind of angrily, and Savamel kind of blushes. "I haven't been eating lots of bacon. Sorry."
Don't worry about it, Savi. Yeah, I guess collect some food, bring it to the table, right?
I'm gonna fill my cup, my goblet to the point of barely just not overflowing, and I'm gonna take as many finger cheeses as I can, and just kind of put some in my mouth, and then I'm gonna start kind of spinning around, dancing a little bit.
Whoa,
You know,
whoa,
trying
whoa.
to- there's not really a dance floor yet, but I'm trying to create the vibe. I'm trying to help people out.
You're the
Got
guy
plates
that.
here.
Yeah.
Got a beverage.
I'm like motioning for the band to kind of like go faster with their like violins and such.
Well, there's no band and there's no hand cheeses, so
like a guy.
it's
all in your
a
head.
lot of incorrect things being thrown around here.
Sit down, Raz, a good drunk already.
Already.
It's called Yes.
Anton
Man.
makes room on his
Jeez.
plate. Anton makes room to balance one goblet on his plate while he holds a second goblet. Heads to the table.
Savamil sits down by one of the tables.
Willa is making several journeys back into the table and the buffet. Table to the buffet. She's bringing back plates. She's like, "You guys want anything?"
No, I got
Sit down.
good.
I'll leave more for you.
I'm gonna do what I can since there's no apparent cheese. I'm gonna make a sandwich out of all of the materials that I can gather: turkey, potatoes, whatever you can. I'm gonna put it all between.
I posted the menu. I posted the menu.
Well, I don't see it.
It's
in the
there.
chat.
Post it.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's making a Dagwood. That's a D&D Dagwood.
Okay, it did not show up for me. I was expecting I was used to, a PDF like popping up for me with like,
No.
I also
Sorry,
put
didn't
no
the,
Sanskrit writing on it.
I put my money down for a honeyhorn meat too.
Well, an
Okay.
array of meat dishes. Array is doing a lot of work there. That can mean a lot of things.
Including chicken, venison, and wild boar.
Eat
So
the wild boar in
those-
front of
So I'm gonna make
Anton,
a
like, "Arr."
Yeah.
venison chicken boar sandwich.
All right. As you all sit down and begin to enjoy, you get to the north. You can see Adamar and Martin kind of look towards your direction, smiling, starting to relax themselves, talking amongst themselves, but giving you attention and noticing your presence. And everyone seems to be digging in and just sort of enjoying the night. Savamil sort of sits down and begins to eat some of the it's like, "Oh, I'm going to try all the meat today. I'm going to try I've never had venison." This was called what is venison? What animal is that?
That'll be deer.
Deer.
Oh,
basically.
deer.
Yeah, deer. It's pretty good, little gamey, but it's really good.
Oh.
Mhm. It's like the bass of the land.
You guys eat like anything, huh? Anything that walks, huh? Goes on to starts eating that.
Almost anything, and I give him a meaningful look.
Did anyone get the boar?
Oh, I did. I'm eating
Gotta
a Venchikson sandwich.
Ben Chickason
Venchikson.
Oh, Venchikabor.
Turducken,
or
but
something like that. A wild Chickason sandwich. All right. Yeah, it's nice and relaxing. Getting some food in our bellies.
At one point, Savamil kind of chewing and swallows, takes a big gulp of his wine. So like I said before, I'm going to spend my time spend my time in the chapel. Maybe do a few services for Corthalia, some of the other gods that are there, since they want to represent a few, it seems.
that's really inspirational, man.
Oh, he's got the downtime, so might as well,
I'm gonna do the opposite of that. I just gulp down my goblet in one, and I go to refill.
Anton, I think you might be muted.
Here.
I am. I'm not. I'm talking to the background noise.
His mouth is full.
Yeah, I think
Um,
Anton and I are gonna probably be in the library this next week or so, looking up our individual things. So hopefully they have the information we need.
Right.
That's right, Willow. I'll be with you.
Yeah, if you need any help, I'll look through the books for you. I don't even know who to talk to around here. Maybe
They
maybe
did
Mr. Sunrail can
teach
help
us
out.
how to read.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Yeah.
Like I said before, some of my uncles they can't read, so I don't assume anything.
Well, you're so smart. You know, considering.
Very drunk.
I can read.
Can I roll for drunkenness?
How many drinks have you downed? Have you just been down?
One, but it was really big, and I'm working on my second one.
14.
Good. Make a Constitution save.
We're looking at a 8.
You're feeling the alcohol pretty fast here. You haven't had like any food for a while. It's already hitting you.
Guys, we killed a devil. That's pretty cool. We can like do anything if we work together.
Yeah, teamwork. Willow like pulls up her hand. High five.
Enthusiastically.
I'm the other way.
Slap that skin.
I've never killed a devil before. Have you all done that? Anton, you might have been the only one among us that's done something like that.
I've only killed men before I met you.
I thought you were gonna say something like the only devils that I can't kill are within myself or something. Something cool. You're so
Did say
cool,
something cool.
Anton.
Something cool. Say something cool, Anton. Cooler. Say something cooler.
I know that you're just a little bit older than me, but I look up to you so much.
Anton
has like
isn't really
2
paying
bites
attention.
taken
He's
out. Sorry, go ahead.
just staring at your plate.
Oh, you want some? You slide it over, just completely drunk and unaware of the boar, probably being a huge trigger.
So I can't eat boar anymore in front of
We
Anton?
blend together.
Is that what it is?
Like I pressed them together, so like it kind of like all like it becomes like a new meat flavor.
By the way, the answer is yes. Don't eat boar in front of Anton.
Savamel slides the wild boar plate.
I'm not a boar anymore. You know?
This isn't
All
boar,
right,
this
fine.
is
He feels
Chivin
offended.
boar.
He feels offended.
Metricore.
What else do we have here? Sweet tarts and pastries and stuff. Oh, I'll go straight to dessert after that.
Savamel kind of leans in towards Gemma as the night begins to pass on. So you're going to begin your training.
Yeah, I guess so. Adamar seems really excited about it. I should only be so lucky to have someone that's willing to teach me with such enthusiasm. So hopefully I'll learn a lot and get better control of my powers.
How do you feel about it?
I'm a little nervous.
Scared? Nervous?
I'm excited. I mean, I've learned a lot on my own so far, but to learn from someone who actually knows how to do this kind of stuff, it's pretty exciting. But again, just a little nervous, a little anxious to do something like this. I guess we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, you'll be fine. And you'll learn more about your magic, and hopefully we won't have any crazy instances that happen, as often.
Hopefully.
Turning it into flowers and changing your skin color and things like that.
Yeah. I really want to hear. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah, Gemma, you've learned so much over this past month or so that I bet you'll be able to teach him something. Gives you a little side hug.
Oh, thanks, Willa. I appreciate it. I'm really interested in what he can actually tell me about my parents too, though. I was telling him that my sister Dana, even my grandmother, I think there were a lot of things that they hid from me. Certainly some of the things that he told me, maybe to, I don't know, keep me out of danger. But I'm really excited to hear about that too.
I go up to Gemma. I say, "Psst, Gemma. Guess what?"
Is it a whisper? Is it a shout whisper?
Yeah, no, it's like
Okay.
I'm whispering, but it's like, "Gemma, guess what?
What?
We're both redheads."
Oh yeah, I guess so. Right.
Salmo goes,
You know what that means.
hey, look
We're
at that.
feisty.
What was that?
I said we're feisty. Way too loudly.
We're feisty. Yes.
Woo!
Is he gonna be okay?
We killed the devil. I'm,
Somebody-
like, on the table. Like,
He hasn't eaten a lot of his sandwich. He should. Maybe.
I lost a lot of blood.
That's fair. That's fair.
Not that long ago. I think it's been like, how long was? I think that there wasn't that much time between when we got back and the funeral, was there?
It's just
Like,
overnight.
You got back last night.
okay, it was last
and
night. Okay, I thought
yeah,
it was the
and
same day we got back.
You've spent the whole day sort of resting, and then you had the funeral, and now the feast. But yeah, Razik, what? So you're going to go gambling?
Don't mind if I do, Sabi.
Oh, okay.
I've got a coin purse and. Sorry, there's a bunch of dogs barking outside. But I've got a coin purse that's just bursting at the seams positively.
All right. Well, if there's anything else anyone wants to say at this point, you can go ahead and go and say it. Otherwise, we will be moving on to the rest of the adventure.
Willow will just hold up her drink. Cheers, y'all. We did it. We came back alive, and now we get to do what we want for a week. It's going to be fun. It's gonna be
Cheers
fun.
to
Look at us.
redheads!
Cheers.
Sure.
Clank.
It's the first time that we've been able to relax for just
In like a month.
about a whole month, but we've been able to just sit back, relax. I'm actually looking forward to it. I know that I've been trying to keep pushing people to keep going, but this will be good. Let's relax a bit. We're safe here, it seems, and we can all do a little bit of our own thing for a bit. I hope that you all find the answers you are looking for, Anton and Willa.
What is it that you're
Anton.
looking for, Anton? In the library.
I don't want to get your hopes up, but looking for a tree. It's rumored to have some very magical powers. I'll tell you more about it when I learn more. Anton sort of looks around the hall and sees everyone staring at them and asks, by the way, if anyone noticed that everyone in this hall is staring at us?
Yeah, we're way hotter than everybody.
I just wanted to know how everyone felt being heroes. Has anyone ever felt like a hero before? Because I have.
No.
No, not really, not in particular. But
Yeah.
I think we did a great thing for them, and I think they're just thankful that we were here when we were and did what we did.
Heroism is fleeting, Anton. Duty is forever. And and I drain my second
Anton
glass.
Anton takes a big hit from the goblet and says, "Enjoy it while it lasts. It's not going to be much
I think
glory
I ran
going
out.
forward."
Razik leaves to go get some more.
There's one of the kitchen staff comes by and kind of leans in towards you, Gemma, as like people are drinking, so the crowd is starting to get more rowdy and it's getting louder. Kind of leans in towards you. Did you enjoy the mead? You want another?
Sure, why not?
Okay. Be right back with another. Everyone else okay? You're our special guest tonight.
Is he just walking over to the table?
Looks like that's
I was
what
refilling my wine.
Okay.
Ra-
Just as long as
Razik, you
he...
mean?
No, I'm talking about the guy who was going to get me a drink.
Oh, no, he goes behind it to the kitchen to grab it.
Oh. Okay, so I can't watch him and see if he's going to roofie me or something.
You not from where the container is.
Great.
no.
Okay. Well, I'll deal with that. Go ahead.
Do you want to roll an insight or something?
Sure, if you don't let me.
Yeah.
9. Ooh, this first one is a little bit. Maybe I shouldn't have had that second. I'll have that second one.
You kind of feel like the way you're feeling now, so sort of suspicious, not sure, but you also don't have any proof that they would do that to you.
Okay.
Yeah. Eventually comes back out and puts another cup down and keeps moving, like kind of cleaning parts of the table, doing other duties.
On my way
I
back
don't
to the
drink it right
table,
away.
on my way back from the table from getting my wine, can I kind of do like a long circle of the room and just see if I can like kind of overhear any chatter? Like if I can sort of pick out any ambient noise.
Yeah. As you come around, and go ahead and roll a perception check as you start to stroll around the grand hall.
Ooh, nat 1. I'm kind of
Did
just like
have several.
dancing around the
Yeah,
music
right.
that only I can.
You're
sort of
feeling really good. You do notice that there, people look at you, and a couple of them, there's actually a couple that like come up and like shake your hand and like cheers you, but you walk around and you're feeling great, Razik. You're feeling great.
I'm like,
I do like little finger like.
They're like back at you, and
well, he's certainly
they're like,
settled
"This
in.
guy's crazy. This guy's
He
crazy."
killed the devil.
He killed the
Pretty
devil.
good.
It's insane. All right. The night continues on, and
I give
How-
Razik my
how-
drink. I'm sorry. I give Razik my second drink.
oh, he
Can
downs
I go ahead
it.
and roll another con?
Yes, roll another con save, please.
But you know what? This might be too much for me. You might have better use out of this.
Oh yeah, I'm rolling great.
All
tonight.
right.
This is rolling
Razik's-
great.
Razik's
7.
officially wasted. Razik's officially wasted.
Fight him, Anton. Fight him.
Yeah, sometimes
we're-
I get kind of worried that I can't remember stuff, but then I just I drink and for some reason it's okay. You guys ever feel that way?
These guys should have seen us at the last celebration eating place, the tavern.
Yeah. Everyone's having a chill night, but for Razik, it's like the one like scene from Red Dead Redemption 2, where they go to the saloon.
They come.
Just like-
They come
Just
over.
like super wasted at the Red Dead Redemption. That's
Leave
what
that
happened.
guy
That's what's
to
happening for Razik. Yeah.
Oh, man.
Anything else before we close out the night?
Haven't we done enough damage?
Yeah.
Get these guys out of here. Adamar's like,
It's sort of like crescendos into like this big like epic moment, and then it like cuts hard to Razik just passed out on the table. Just like it's morning, the morning light's like coming through and like starting to like hit Razik's face as he's just like
Got my
on
hood pulled up.
the table, completely passed out, and that's it for that whole night there. Oh man. Okay. So, I think with that, we're going to go ahead and go to our first break. We'll come back, and it'll be the next day, and we'll see where that takes us. See you all in a few. Hey, we're back. Welcome. So we have just had a night of drinking and revelry, enjoying the spoils of having sealed the Rhyme Gate and all the rewards that come with it. So it is now the next morning. You all are awaking. Let's move to just a more generic map here. Razik woke up on the dining room table, having passed out in the hall.
Can we say that I suffer a
cheeseburger.
level of exhaustion?
Yes, you do. You do.
Does he have the cheeseburger? He's like, yeah, guys.
There was no cheese.
Oh yeah, regular burger.
There's no cheese. He's got the White Castle without the
It
cheese.
was a pure protein sandwich. And I remember that I damn it, boar. I keep on forgetting.
It was a boar
It's
burger.
like eating lizard meat in front of Willa. I don't say that to her, but I think it.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
So Willa can't
I
like
swear
her
to
can't be
God,
affected by
you and reptile races.
Wow. Okay.
I would eat
Well,
dragon in this universe. I don't know. Would you guys?
Be
I would have
interesting.
asked
Would
this
it-
the last night. This is like
Yeah,
towards
yeah.
peak drunkenness.
King's meal. Yeah.
would it be like gator? Would it taste like
I
chicken?
bet you it
know?
tastes like chicken.
Everything tastes like chicken.
Yeah.
Like a bear chicken.
Yeah.
Bear chicken.
Crocodile.
Okay, so moving forward, the rest of this is going to be like, since we're going to be playing out this week, and this is like a lot of downtime activities and sort of with a focus a little bit on Gemma's training, but there's going to be a series of checks at the end of the week that everyone's going to make for their chosen activity. So I'm going to go to everyone individually, but for now we're going to start with Gemma. Knowing this is your first day of training, Gemma, what do you do waking up the next morning after having just enjoyed the previous night and knowing that today is when you start your training with Adamar? What's your mindset and what are you doing and how do you lead into this?
I think throughout the night I will have some trouble getting to sleep with, everything going through my mind, even after having that bit of relaxation time. I'll probably get up really early in the morning and just tossing and turning, and just get ready and maybe even head downstairs a little bit early to see if I can grab a quick bite to eat before I go to Adamar's. It's a tower, I think. Tower office, something like that. I'll probably just arrive a little bit early too. Maybe, right on the cusp of it being too early, just eager and restless at the same time.
You get to his office and you find that the tapestry is pulled back and the door is already opened to his private study, and he's already sitting there finishing up some breakfast and drinking some more hot tea, and seems excited to see you there early, and leads you down to the lower levels.
I'm not too early, am I? I'm sorry if I'm disturbing your breakfast.
Oh, not at all. He wipes off his mouth. In fact, I'm very happy you came when you did. I was so excited. I couldn't wait for you to be here for us to begin. I'm glad you're here early. It's excellent. Start to lead you down and away from the prying eyes and ears of the nearby Imperial Road, which is nearby. seems to be leading you down into an area to where maybe magic, won't be heard or witnessed on the surface. In the lower levels of Redgard Keep.
The door next to the hell mouth, maybe.
Yeah, right. Now, not quite down that deep,
Right.
but the Watchmaster and Gemma enter a large circular stone chamber. There are tapestries and aged paintings depicting warriors fighting back hordes of terrifying devils, demons, and extraplanar creatures that line the rock surfaces of this damp dungeon, lit by a series of flickering torches of magical purple flames. Against the back wall, Gemma, you can see there are a series of various wooden targets at different heights and distances. Adamar turns towards you. Gemma, you have a rare gift. Arcane magic is a part of you, as well as divine. It suffuses your body, mind, and your very soul. Though the Empire wishes to suffocate that spark, I wish to see it grow into a roiling flame. But it takes patience and a hell of a lot of practice. Let's begin. Gemma, I'd like you to roll a charisma check, adding your proficiency bonus.
Okay. That is an 11. An 11.
An 11.
Shaking it off. Still waking up.
Roll your wild magic.
Oh, good.
Chance.
Okay. An 8, and I totally fail that.
Okay, roll the result.
All right. Off to a good start here. 95.
Okay.
Did I kill him?
You kill Adamar.
He just explodes. It's like immediately.
You actually become vulnerable. Gain vulnerability to non-magical bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage for the next minute. So that sort of happens and is a bit of the result of your first day of training. Just starting to get the hang of it, getting the ropes, feeling maybe a little discouraged a bit, hoping that you were able to grasp onto it a little quicker. And so that's how you're sort of feeling at the end of the first day. You learned some more things, but your performance isn't as high as you wish it was. As time progresses throughout the week, go ahead and roll again.
Same thing, charisma bonus.
Charisma check plus your proficiency bonus.
All right. That's a 17.
Okay. That succeeds. This next time that you are part of the training with Adamar, you feel more confident. You feel like you're starting to grasp what he's trying to teach you. And you have a very successful day. As more time progresses throughout the week, and we're going to go to everyone throughout this week, but just want to go through everyone individually here. Go ahead and roll one more time. Actually, might not be the last time, but we'll see. Go ahead and roll again.
Fuck it up. 25.
Oh, excellent with a 25. You are performing amazingly today, as Adamar is just very impressed as he's really teaching you the basics, and you feel like you're getting a better control of the basic magic, controlling your own powers, harnessing it, being able to channel it in a more direct way, and holding back any of the other wild magic that might be trying to go out of control. You just have a better sense of it. Now roll one more time.
Okay. 17.
Excellent. You've done very well with your training. By the end of the week, you feel, well, that's up to you to describe how you feel, but you have succeeded in completing the training, and Adamar himself is very proud and is very excited for the potential that he sees in you. Because of your success, you can lower your magic wild chance by 5.
All right.
Less chance of your wild magic to erupt. And you also learn a new meta magic option, transmuted spell.
Oh, cool. Great. She's very excited about that. Having been a little bit discouraged at first, she really just pours everything into it, and thinking about her parents and just listening to his words and doing as well as she possibly can, and starting to feel her connection with the arcane energies.
Excellent. Throughout the week, there are various events that happen there. Since you are there for an entire week, you actually reach at a point 3 days after the rite of passing. 3 days after that, on Mundet the 2nd. It's a new month. On Celeste Mundet the 2nd is actually Empire Day, which the Everwatch doesn't celebrate. You see, that is typically growing up. If you've been growing up in the Empire, maybe not Razik, but the rest of you know the Empire Day to be a pretty big holiday, celebrated. Very much a sort of a forced holiday on some people, but it is one that's sort of celebrated throughout all the towns and cities, and you almost find it odd for the first time in your lives to be in a place that's not celebrating it. It's almost like, you would maybe normally celebrate Christmas every year, for instance.
Forced Christmas.
Suddenly there's no Christmas.
Even
if you don't even celebrate it or even support the holiday, it feels odd that it's not around when it comes about.
These
Several
days.
What's that?
I was going to say to the others, over like dinner or something, these days it would be good. This would be a good day to sell things in town, because everybody is celebrating one way or another. But I don't know, after everything we've been through, it just doesn't seem right. All right.
Yeah, it's
Sorry, what
strange not to.
Yep.
It's strange not to celebrate it. It's
How the guy died?
Maybe we can make it our own.
I'm not really sure. What is this holiday about? Can you explain to this foreigner why everyone is celebrating in these specific ways?
Savmo is also unfamiliar with Empire Day.
It's mostly forced.
I can
go for it. Yeah,
I can explain why. Yeah, because the Empire's tyrannical and everyone needs attention and validation.
No.
So that's why everyone's forced to put on a face,
Mhm.
celebrate this absolutely useless farce of a holiday.
By the
So
Emperor's
basically, like
decree.
every holiday, right?
I'm a little biased.
It's
Maybe,
by the Emperor's decree, right?
of
That's
course.
what I've always heard.
Yeah.
Is this on First Emperor's birthday or something?
No, but it is it's just a general celebration of the triumph of the Empire and how powerful and wonderful the Empire is. How lucky you are to be living in the Empire.
How lucky you are to be living at all.
Yeah.
but with all the violence they wreak on their citizens. Sorry again. Sorry. No, it's a lot of fun. Please, yeah. It's,
No, it's great. I'm
Really
used to
now.
being the bummer.
Gemma has an
So it's
Empire
pretty
Day
to let you
present
see
for
control.
Anton. And it's like
She slowly like turns around, like goes the other direction, hides it. I was gonna present him with like a cake.
Happy Empire Day. Oh yeah.
Oh wait,
Sorry.
we hate them. Yeah, okay, cool.
They're like putting out sparklers, like.
So that is what happens midweek, but the rest of the week mostly passes on without much event. Normal day goes about. The Everwatch do their duties. You all have free roam of most of the keep, and many of the others, or the rest of you, sort of are tending to what you've been dedicating for the rest of the week, what you want to do with your downtime activities. Let's roll Anton, Razik, and Willa. Go ahead and roll an initiative check. We'll see who goes next here.
Excuse me, Wes. You said transmuted spell, right?
Yes, that was the one you wanted, right?
24.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
Anton.
Okay. Oh, Anton, you rolled twice.
Yeah, sorry.
That's all right.
Fighting twice as hard.
We'll go in order.
Anton got a 15, Will got a 9.
Yeah, and Razik got 24. So we'll go with Razik. So, Razik, you choose to spend your time gambling. I have a number of DCs made for you. And since this is all rolled at the end of the week, so you've been spending your week. I guess describe to everyone how you spend your week.
I wake up sort of from the table and sort of like wipe off the drool from my mouth, and I try to outrace the hangover that I know is coming with the hair of the dog. And so I immediately go and sort of like try and find the garrison where they gamble at, make some connections there. The way I imagine is like I go from like kind of like sort of like the more shallow end to the deeper end of the pool as the week goes on. So like at the beginning, I'm like just like rolling dice with some like guardsmen, but by the end of the night, I'm somehow like in a fighting pit. Or at least like, you know, watching a fighting pit, and I'm like, got like a bunch of coins in my hand.
It transitions to all these little vignettes of Razik in various like in a fighting pit and gambling and drinking and passed out in an alley and like all these other.
Where is that even in Redgard?
I'm watching dog racing at one point.
Oh, he found the
like
Fight Club? Really? Like, that's crazy.
I just find increasingly more obscure things to gamble over.
So Razik, we talked a little bit about this last time, but we never got to it last episode. I know you weren't here, but you're going to choose to use your dice set to replace one of the following checks, right? We have insight, deception, and intimidation. I think you wanted to replace your dice set for one of those, which you are able to do.
When you say dice set, do you just mean like one of those rolls?
You can use your dice, the tools, the tool you have.
Gotcha. Yep, thieves' tools. Right, with my dexterity.
Your dice or whatever gaming set.
Oh, right, my dice set.
Yep.
And should I add anything to that besides my proficiency bonus, or just keep it?
Well, which one do you want to replace? The 3 checks are insight, deception, and intimidation.
We'll go with insight because I
Okay.
don't have that right now.
All right, then roll your dice set first. You can roll your dice set and add your proficiency bonus to that.
Alright, rolling dice. And ask me for a skill to use.
That'll be your dex.
Okay. Roll hot, please. 23.
23. Wow. Okay.
I'm blowing.
Okay. Now you'll need to roll your deception.
All right. Deception. Rolling. We got a nat 20 for a 25.
Wow. Rolling hot. Rolling hot. Okay.
Making it
Last
to the
check.
combat. Or sorry, at the beginning.
Eat all their
Last check.
bacon, clean out their money. We're great guests.
Roll your intimidation.
It just cuts to me like, yeah, I can tell the fastest kind of dog by the tail. That's the trick they don't teach you. It's like, cut to the next thing. I'm so sorry. What was the last one?
Intimidation.
Intimidation. All right, that's gonna be a 21.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Checking notes here. Well, for one, you rolled a lot better this time. I'm glad we did it live, but you got 3 successes, which means you double
As
the
it comes
amount.
back to the crew in a carriage.
You double the amount you bet, which you had initially said. I gotta actually go back
I
to
think
our.
it was approximately 30% or something. So let me.
We got to go back to what that was. Obviously, this is a episode we're not used to doing. We're doing this very loose, very sort of on the fly.
133 gold points. Sorry, gold pieces.
Gold pieces was the amount that you bet, right?
Correct.
Oh. Times that by 2. That is 266. Yeah, so you bet 133. So minus, I'm not sure if I minus it from your sheet. I don't think I did.
Making Wes do math again, dude.
Yeah, no, come on. Don't do this to me.
Better you than us.
Well, you said 30% of my current gold is 133, so.
That's how much you spent.
Yeah.
And then you gain the double amount that you spent. So basically, you gain
266.
133
Oh yeah.
gold pieces.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, you just gain 133. We're following the rules in the Xanathar's guide, and no complications arose. Razik comes back at the end of the week. How do you feel, Razik?
I've got a
Having-
really fancy cravat.
Do you have like a crown and
But
a pin cup,
otherwise looking very rough.
like a chalice?
Having doubled your money.
Yeah, can I spend 3 gold on like a very intricate chalice?
Yes, you can.
All right, we're gonna put 30 gold towards the most bejeweled bespoke chalice that you can give me, Wes.
That do 50 gold. Because 30 gold's pretty low for a chalice, actually.
Oh, is it? Is it that expensive?
I mean, you guys just got a 25 gold piece chalice that was just brass with jade inlaid. That was 25 gold, and that was kind of a lower end one. So
That was
Okay,
like
well, I'll
250.
hold off on the I'll hold off on the chalice.
Oh, maybe.
he's gonna hold off on the chalice now.
Oh, I want to shop around. I don't want to just get the first chalice. Though,
Right.
you know?
Yeah. Also, since we're on the topic, everyone, including Razik, will have to spend 12 gold pieces for the week of general expenses of equipment, maintenance, some general expenses. It's just rules, D&D rules there.
Okay, so that would be 12 times. How many of us are there? There's 5.
Yeah, but it's just 12 per person.
Yeah,
Is what you have to
I'll
do.
pay for everybody.
Oh, okay. There you go. 12 times 5.
Okay, and I'll subtract that from my stuff.
Thanks, Razik.
It's flush. He's got the hot hand.
I just throw a coin purse on the table. It's like, don't ask where it came from, please.
There's
All
blood
right.
on it.
It's like, I watched a lot of dwarves knock each other silly. I need to go lay down. I've seen the darkness that dwells in men's hearts.
Just reading up on something here.
So we're all together again, right?
Together
Yeah.
at the end of each day, basically, you're together. Right now, we were just talking about the end of Razik's week, but if there's anything you want to say, kind of retconning throughout the week, you can. We did Razik's downtime activity, so we're going to move on to who's next in initiative, which was Anton.
And the 15, yeah.
So Anton, I guess describe your mindset as you go to the library, and what you'd like to do.
So there's something that we heard about called the Great Tree of the Undying Forest. And Anton's not sure. He has a vague notion that this tree has something to do with allowing people to control their magic. At least that's vaguely what he knows about it. So he wants to learn more because he still wants, even though Gemma's progressing very rapidly, he still wants to help her and maybe lead everyone there eventually, since they need some ultimate direction. So just wants to find out whether that's a worthy pursuit.
For sure. All right.
Basically, he doesn't have any other anything else going on for him other than protecting Gemma right now. So,
as you spend the week
in his life in general,
as you spend the week in the library, mostly next to Willa throughout the week as well, but for yourself, for the materials and for the rules for this activity, you do have to spend 50 gold. Sort of a cost for gaining knowledge here. 50 gold on materials while you're researching, and various things such as that. After you spend the 50 gold, go ahead and roll an intelligence check, and you can add +1 to that.
Anton rolls a 6. Oh, sorry.
That's a save. Hit check. Just
not
the
an.
intelligence.
Do you mean an investigation?
Nope. Intelligence check.
Oh, gotcha. Anton rolls a 13.
I'll allow that re-roll. +1, so that would be 14. With that check, you learn 2 pieces of lore, Anton, about the Great Tree. They are as follows. The Great Tree is widely regarded with wonder and suspicion, but its remote location makes it difficult to research. It is said to stand just over 1,000 feet tall above the undying forest. That's lore number 1. Number 2. A tribe of wood elves, known as the Nimloth, live around and amongst the branches of the Great Tree, believing it to be Yorixiador, the living son of Sylvanus, twilight god of the forest. So with your research, these are the facts that you learn about the Great Tree. I posted in Roll20.
Right? Yeah, need the spelling of that name. For sure.
So you've learned some interesting things, particularly about what the physical features of it, though it is hard to research and so far from civilization. It stands 1,000 feet tall, and so it's massive. And it seems to be occupied by a tribe of wood elves. I believe it to be the son of Sylvanus, the god of the forests. So we're going to move on. Oh, actually, with that, we need you to roll a D100.
Anton rolls at 34. 30. What am I adding any proficiency bonus for this?
Nope. That was it. Just a D100. No complications arise in your research, Anton.
No
So-
overdue
Not,
books.
military.
No overdue books
military
or
reading
destroyed
training.
books
You know.
or anything else of the sort.
All right.
Okay. We're gonna move on to Willa at this point. So Willa, since you are doing your own research, similar thing. Need you to roll an intelligence check +1.
That is an 11.
That was enough to learn 2 pieces of lore.
Ooh.
2 pieces of lore. Describe, I guess, we didn't say this. Describe how your mindset is as you go to the library and begin to look about for the thing you want to research.
Yeah, well, when she arrives to the library, she's not really accustomed to libraries, so she's definitely asking for help a lot. But instead of around her neck, she has the necklace with the amethyst gemstone in her hand as she's looking at pictures, trying to compare whether they match or not. She's just trying to find out what she can about this, and if it has any connection to maybe that orb that they had at one point. That's what she's kind of looking for.
Gotcha. I need you to spend the 50 gold to do the research as well.
Okay.
And you learn 2 pieces of lore, which are throughout the week you find these connections, you begin to look deeper, and it leads you to various paths, just as it happened for Anton. You end up finding yourself looking back at origins of Terramir itself, and you see something that the historians within the Zekan monastery believe that during the creation of Terramir, Sardior, the ruby dragon, scattered 5 gems across the world, from which the 5 gem dragon-born races were born. That's lore number 1. Lore number 2, the original amethyst gem is believed to be located within Turin Bluff in Pangaean, the home of an amethyst dragon named Velanamir. And I'll post this for your convenience. These are the 2 pieces of lore that seem to have a connection. This is all you can find about amethyst gems, gem dragonborn. It seems maybe the necklace you had, as things start to connect, may have been maybe a piece of this original amethyst gem. Sardior is the twilight god of the gem dragons and of psionics. Sardior is the ruby dragon, the one worshipped by the Pangaean people.
Great God. Fantastic.
A god of twilight. Yeah.
Okay. She's like writing all of this down in her notebook. She's got like a whole map laid out with strings and stuff.
On your map, you see that the parts that are circled, that isn't one of the places that are circled. But you do make a note on it with the map that you have, as almost denoting that this may have been a place that wasn't previously on the map. Maybe you just discovered another.
Is that you? Are you referencing the monastery or?
I'm referencing the map that you got from the Laughing Spire.
Gotcha.
Because the map that you found in Laughing Spire had several circles on it.
Mm-hmm.
But the Turin Bluff that was mentioned in Pangean, where the original amethyst gem was believed to have been placed, isn't circled on the map.
Okay.
But with a week of research and what you've spent, this is what you've learned. With more downtime, there is always more opportunity for more, but that is what comes with 1 week of research. Go ahead and roll a D100 as well.
That is a 81.
Okay, you are good. No complications arise for you.
Also.
Okay, cool. So, go ahead.
What have you been reading over there?
Oh,
He's not.
all about the jam. I've told you about this before, but I also made some connections with that orb we saw last time in this map, and she's gonna, because he's asked, she's like brings all her books over, lays it out on top of his books, and like has the map out.
A summary.
Oh, right. She takes it all back. Yeah, it seems like this might be connected to that dragon god, Sardior.
Sardior.
The one that Sardior, the one that Razik believes in. Might be one of the like original 5 gems. I'm not quite sure, but yeah,
You two have a lot to talk about.
Yeah, I need to pick his brain.
He'll be very excited about that.
Maybe too excited.
In fact, we'll transition over to it's near the end of the week, and you all are back in the Grand Hall, and having discovered what you had, it's the first time you're all sort of together, all of you together, since the start of the week. There have been various times where Razik's been off doing his thing late at night. You know, Gemma's been training. Some of you have been in the library researching late at night. But now it's near the end of the week, and you're all starting to talk about what you've been going through the past few days.
Anton, is that a new bow?
It is.
It's nice.
Couldn't be happier. Yeah, hopefully I'll be useful in combat when things are a little taller than 7 feet away from me.
Does it shoot axes? I just
Well,
gentle ribbing.
If I run out of quivers, we'll find out.
Off
know,
screen,
it's power,
Anton did get a bow. The Everwatch should give him a free long
It's a long
bow and
bow.
some arrows.
It occurs to me that I remember a while back you found a cat statue of some sort I don't remember exactly where, but I recall you having one. I don't know if it was magical, or perhaps if it is, maybe Adamar could identify it for you.
It's a good idea, Gemma. I think we should do that before we leave.
And I'll allow that to happen. I'll go ahead and give it to you. I'm glad that that was brought up because it was never stated. But if you choose to attune to it, Anton, I can find it here.
I can do that even without being magic. I didn't realize. Okay.
Oh yeah, anyone can attune to a magic item as
Okay.
long as you meet the prerequisites.
They didn't teach us that in the army.
They just taught you how to kill magic users, right?
This wasn't it, but this was. I guess I never shared this before, but this was. That's for you, Gemma.
Oh yeah. This thing.
The ear, yeah. And that's for you, Anton. The Stone of Good Luck. While attuned to it, you get a +1 bonus to ability checks and saving throws.
Tom does attune to it. Well, do I need Adamar's help for that? Or do we assume?
Nope. You just spend an hour to attune to it, and you do so. Although you cannot exceed 3 items. Do you have 3 items attuned?
Just gotta stare at it really hard.
I have a glowing orb.
You do have 3 items attuned.
Beads of
What?
Force? No.
His armor, his Kopesh, and
The Belt of Spare the
and
Dying.
his belt. That's right.
I have to give one of those up, I guess. Is that the idea?
Yes. Well, you have the plate.
Kopesh.
Is the Kopesh attunement?
If it's not, then that's awesome.
Let's double check that. Weapons. Kopesh. No, I must have. That must have been on my end. I must have accidentally marked that. It's not attunement.
Wow.
So now you have 3. You don't have to lose anything.
All right, great.
So now you're at 3. So you now have the Stone of Good Luck.
Beautiful.
Cool.
This one on ability checks and saving throws. All right.
Okay. So yeah, end of the week, another sort of dinner, less rambunctious as the one that you celebrated before,
Ooh.
but more
We're not gonna
food
get-
and drink.
We're not gonna get Sava Mills rolls for his downtime.
You're more than welcome to hear them. Yeah, I did roll for them, but I think they're going to probably be brought up in RP the most at the appropriate time. But I did roll for him. So, Savamo goes, Gemma, you look happier. You look like you, I don't know, you just look a lot happier. How was your training? Is the training over now?
It's I think we're wrapping up, being so close to the end of the week. Man, Adamar is he's such a great teacher. I've learned so much about everything that I can do, and I feel more confident in my abilities. I feel like this has actually been very good for all of us, since it'll help me keep a better control over the more wild energies that I couldn't control before. And he taught me a couple tricks, so yeah, I'm a lot happier.
That's good. So that's great. What about you, Razik? You you look like
somehow-
you've been not relaxing very much at all.
No, I say, like, kind of brushing my my fancy cravat that has like numerous stains on it. I had what I can remember of this week was pretty wild. I think I'm ready to take it easy the next couple days. It's good to hear all of you have been doing productive things. I myself have been earning the salary of 3 peasant farmers in a week. I say as I kind of put my gold sack on the table, and it's like somehow like bigger looking than it was the previous week.
And paid for everyone's living expenses for the week.
The dice were hot. What can I say? I got to be honest with you, though. About 90% of my time was spent thinking about what comes next for us. Not to put a harsh vibe on everything. I know we're planning on going to Salvamill's place and finding out, what it is that his, how to put it, what your people are after. I know we plan
That's a
to
bit of a
accompany
ways off, though. Yeah. What's in the most immediate future, though, right?
Well, my questions are of the existential variety. I think when I think of a name for us, I think of a purpose and a shared purpose. And I think, are we just going to be running for the rest of our lives? And I kind of connect eyes with everyone at the table. Or do we want to eventually fight?
Well, one thing we never talked about was why we're all together in the first place. Before we were on that cart, I never met you. I never met Savmil. No idea who Willa was. Does anyone else not have any recollection of what happened before then?
I don't.
Knowing what that is might give us some direction.
I just remember being filled with purpose. And since the time that I've met you, I've known that this is right.
You don't
And I
think
can't
it's
help
a-
but think
I
that my
remember.
mission to gather these magical items throughout the Empire and our journey is inextricably linked.
You don't think it's just coincidence, then?
Absolutely not.
As far as running, I mean, I know that we were at least going out of the Empire. Not sure how much they care about us enough to chase us across Galatalon. So
We know they're on our trail. I just don't know what. I don't remember being captured. I don't remember being put on the cart.
So do you
And I
seek
don't know-
answers, the two of you?
Yes, I want to know if anyone else remembers anything at all. It makes sense that me and Gemma would be on the cart. But I'm not sure about you. What does the Empire have against the Gem Dragon? I could maybe surmise why they might be after a rogue like yourself, but it's often though. It's just a polite foreigner. Can't imagine what trouble he would have gotten up to.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I've had multiple felonious charges over the years. It wasn't my first time breaking out of prison with nary a memory attached. But by Sarador, or Sardior, sorry, I always mispronounce my god's name. But by Sardior, I believe that a grand purpose unites us. And I think that we all need to decide once we get far enough away, and I even feel it here in this hallway, in this great hall, as I eat with these comrades. There are people out there that can fight.
Well, I'm not taking on the Empire. Not right now, at least.
It's not like we can
But
ask them.
someday, or will we run forever? Will you run
I
forever?
mean, if we run far enough, we could be out of Galadriel and start a new life. I read about the great tree of the Undying Forest, and it's at the very edge the northeast. If we go in that direction, we would be heading out of this area and out of the reach of the Empire completely. But I don't know if everyone's ready to do that yet. I don't want to make it all about Gemma and I.
I don't know that would stop them from coming after you. I think that the two of you, I think that you're special. And I think more
Special
so
enough
than being
to take on an
special,
army?
I think that you're hated and wanted in equal measure. And I think that as far away as you run, you won't escape that destiny that's trailing you. So I think you have to decide now, what's it going to be?
Why
Living
does
with
he have
that
to?
fear,
Why does he
looking
have to
over your
decide
shoulder for
now?
the rest of your life?
Why now?
Why now? Why at this moment? I think that
Okay.
if Ace Pass catches up to him, that he'll stand and fight. But what you're making it
I'm
sound
asking
like is
both
even
of you.
bigger.
Yeah, I'm asking
Well,
both
I
of you,
mean,
Gemma.
I'll defend myself and you all if I have to, if I can, But I mean, what you're saying seems like a lot more than what that just is. Just want to focus on getting out of the Empire. I'm not going to burn everything that comes in my path. But
Let me be clear too. Savma speaking. I don't know if that will ever happen, but I'm just focused on trying to get out of the Empire and to where I need to be in the Kingdom of Korea. That's what I'm focused on. So
What?
I don't know if that will ever come into play once we leave the Empire. Plus, we know that Gemma is going to perhaps go to what was the castle, right? The school? What was it called? Stop Mel not knowing. The DM speaking.
The Sky Castle.
Arcana Aternum.
The Arcana
Aternum.
Aternum, right. No, I totally have it in this letter of recommendation that I'm not looking through my
Which you
giant
can't
bag of
actually
holding.
read because
Right.
it's
Can't
actually
read.
displaying.
So I don't see it. It's like you hold it up.
I just
it's
like
yeah.
pretend to read what's on it.
Yeah. Right, yeah.
That's his full ride right here.
You're going to be going there. That's on the other side of the mountains. Maybe the Empire won't even be a threat once we cross over the border. They only have so much jurisdiction, but who knows? Maybe there will be, depending on the impact, I suppose we have, it could be more. Perhaps. I hope that they would never send forces on the other side of their own borders.
If they
But
do
that's-
catch up to us, though, I feel like we'd have a better footing. They'll be out of their land, and maybe we can even fight them even better, or even I don't know what the word is.
From my experience, they're not going to cross the border, even for me.
Even your mentor? Razik says, raising an eyebrow.
My only chance, I mean, I understand your point, Razik, but my only chance to go up against the Empire would have been to convince them of my innocence. You saw what happened when I tried to do that with Jane Rayborn. He's never going to believe me.
There's more than one way to skin a cat. And there's more than one way to sow rebellion, if we so choose.
It's an interesting idea.
We could be the rebels of Twilight.
Well,
We
we
could
certainly
help
couldn't
these
do it on our
people.
own.
Look around us at these brothers. It makes me feel like I'm among the knives again. This willingness to survive, even under oppression. It's beautiful.
Oh, so
It makes me long for my homeland. But I
noble
can't turn a
endeavor
blind
and
eye to
very
these.
hard.
I'm sorry. I was just saying I can't turn a blind eye to these people. Not permanently, anyway.
Understood. But I think our missions are at cross purposes. If your mission is to get into a fight, my mission is to avoid one to protect my charge. So I'm not sure if we're going to meet in the middle or if we have to part ways.
I think that you can run to the end of the world, and wherever you go, there you are, Anton. And those devils are going to chase you there.
Well, hopefully we can find a place somewhere in Galathalon that we can settle down. Perhaps we might always have our eyes at our backs, but I still have hope that once we get out of the Empire's grasp, we might be able to find a little bit more peace and perhaps more freedom. But we'll see what happens when we get to the volcano and where I'm trying to go, at least. If you continue to follow me there.
Yes, that is my intent, Sav. I think it's good that we consider our purpose. And like Anton said, the circumstances that brought us together are suspect, to say the least.
I think we are committed to stick together, yes? At least I feel like you've all become my friends. And now that we're getting this sort of odd recognition for the things that we've done, I don't know. Perhaps it's time for a name.
Oh, cats.
But either way, and suddenly there's an interruption as the double doors to the south burst open, and various Everwatch members come rushing in. Help! You start to see some mutterings, and there's various chaos happening, and you see that they start to rush towards all of you. There's been an attack. Gnolls seen attacking one of our supply caravans in the Endless Plains. And Martin Morris kind of steps forward, looking towards all of you with these wild eyes. Well, what say you? Can we get one more act of heroism out of you yet? We're already in your debt, but is there anything you can do?
Of course we can. Willa stands right up. She's got her ball in her hands. Let's go, team. Wildcats?
Wildcats.
Maybe?
We'll workshop that. We'll workshop that. Yeah.
Oh gosh, that's really funny. On so many different levels. The high school that me and Wes went to, our mascot was the Wildcats. We got any other Wildcats in here? No? All right.
No, we don't.
That hurts.
Great. Yeah,
We used to fight another school. We used to face another school also called Wildcats in our division that was not that far away from us.
Okay, moving on. You have chosen to ride your horses out to the Endless Plains, and we're going to go take our second break here, and we'll come back and pick up with this encounter after this. See you soon. We're here. We're back. All right. So, let me finish dragging on what I need to do for Savamil here.
So what was your group name idea, Gemma? As we're riding to the Knolls.
Yeah, as you're riding over.
You said the Soul Survivors?
Yeah, something like that. We'll talk about it later. We gotta save these people.
As you're
thank
riding,
God, the Knolls are interrupting this conversation.
as you're riding in towards the direction of They were directing you towards the endless plains to the northeast of Redgard Keep. Riding across the golden plains, you come across and you can see this rising smoke off in the distance. And as you get closer, you see that there is a band of gnolls that seem to have attacked the supply caravans that were coming towards Redgard Keep. What are you doing as you approach? As you're a bit further away, they haven't quite gone into action yet. They seem to be busy doing what they're doing. So how do you want to approach the situation? You want to ride straight in or
Fast.
Do we see people, or is it just them looting the caravan?
You make a perception check.
Okay. Everyone joining. Everyone 15.
If anyone else wants to roll, they can. Otherwise,
That is going to be a 14.
13.
Oh, sorry, advantage. So that's a 9. 9 for Anton.
hard for everyone to tell at this distance, and as you're approaching. Everyone sees the smoke rising. Clearly, you can see where the attack is, and you can see some figures moving about. But Gemma, you don't see any people resisting. It seems as if the gnolls are just sort of digging into what they've found here at this point.
Are we too late?
As you ride in, anything else happening before we hop into this? You just riding straight towards it?
I'm going to psychically link. I think I can do my proficiency bonus amount of us. So I will do Willa, Anton. I think Savmil? Yeah, Willa, Anton, Savmil. Sorry, Gemma, I just respect your privacy.
You don't have to say that every time. I get it.
Well, I want to make sure you don't feel excluded.
Oh,
As I utilize my psionic power as a soul knife to, sorry, that's like 50,000 words long. But basically, once a day I get to connect the amount of people that I have proficiency dice of, which is 3, to myself telepathically. And I think we can communicate for a mile.
All right, everyone's riding in, and with that cast, there has been a connection. Everyone, go ahead and roll initiative.
And I'm gonna roll for how many hours we can do that. Not that it matters for this combat.
is it okay if horses we roll? Horses go on our turn, so we don't have to.
Horses
jam
go
up
on your
the-
turn.
Okay. Gemma gets a 9.
20. Dirty 20.
For riding in hot, can I say that Willa has seeing the situation, she's let out like a really loud whistle. And she's like,
Let's add a loud whistle,
hey, hey, hey.
getting their attention.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, as you do, they all look up, and I'm actually going to after we finish rolling initiative, I'm gonna show you what they look like. Just gonna roll for Savamil here. All right, and as you come closer, they all seem to look up. And you can see there are various different ones. Gnolls, these creatures, these almost canine-like humanoid creatures, these barbaric humanoids. You can see the majority of them look like this. These feral humanoids that attack settlements along the frontiers and borderlands of civilization without warning, slaughtering their victims and devouring their flesh. These canine hyena like creatures seem to have attacked these caravans. One's on fire and the others are sort of digging into some of the goods. There is another that catches your eye, a null flesh gnawer. Null flesh gnawer has these 2 blades and seems to be much more agile than the rest. And the one that really catches your eye and almost terrifies you is a flend that begins to wave this three-headed flail around and looks absolutely terrifying. It seems to be the leader. The caravan that they seem to be surrounding is on fire, and the flesh gnawer is currently ripping into one of the horses, like a horse corpse. It's just like chewing into it and looks up at you, blood kind of all over its snout, as all the others look towards you as you ride into battle. And first up is Razik. Your horse can move on your turn as you ride into battle.
Razik is silent as he psychically telepathizes "Yippee-ki-yay!" to the crew, and he is going to move up 30 feet on his horse. Bam! And he is going to throw 2 psychic blades we'll go ahead with this guy who is in front of the cart, which is burning. I think this is the guy who's eating flesh, or just got done eating flesh.
This one is the one eating flesh.
Okay, so the guy next to that guy.
So you're attacking this null here?
Yep, next to the burning cart.
Okay.
And
Okay.
I will do bam, bam. There's going to be a 15 and a nat 1 for a 9.
Okay. One moment. So they get some little ambience there. The 15 against the null will hit, but the nat 1 will obviously miss.
All right, that's going to be 7, and that'll be my turn as I deal 7 psychic damage.
All right. Throw a dagger, the other one missing, and strikes the null. All right. Anything else for you?
No, that's my turn.
Okay. And actually, we need to rearrange the initiative here a little bit. Okay. Next up is a null that kind of hops off this cart over to the north end here. And let's see our chair. Moves into the grass a bit. And chucks a spear towards you, Razik. With a 20. Dirty 20.
That'll hit.
That's going to be 7 piercing as you kind of threw off your dagger and you look to your right and you see this spear that strikes you right into the shoulder blade area for 7 piercing.
Okay.
All right. And that is going to be it for the null. It's Anton's turn.
All right. Anton is going to ride up here next to Razik, which is in range. And okay, so if this sorry for the mechanics here. I just need to see if this guy's in range here. Okay, so Anton's going to take his bow, which he wants to break in. And he's going to fire it at this guy right here.
With your longbow? Nice.
My longbow.
Right on your horse.
19.
Pull out an arrow and fire, and you strike the gnoll
All right.
with an arrow.
5 piercing damage.
5 piercing.
All right. First try.
Being a fighter, you can get another attack if you'd like.
Yep. Which he will also shoot another arrow. For a 17.
17, another hit. 2 arrows.
An 8.
Another 8 piercing. Nice.
That was
Almost
lucky.
hit the other arrow. It's in the same point.
Oh, this guy's bloodied. You got 2 arrows against his chest. He's
Looks over to
bloody
Razik.
now.
Yeah. So far, so good, huh?
And speaking of Razik, you have been given inspiration from chat, Razik, that you can use in this combat. Skips Jensenberg says, let's get a Raz Nat 20 chain going. Let's see if that can happen again like that happened with the devil fight, huh? All right.
I'll try my
Anton,
best.
that's it. That is it for you. It's going to be the Null Fleshnar. I'm sorry, was there anything else, Anton? Are you good?
No, that's it.
Okay. All right. You see the Fleshnar tearing into the this flesh of this horse that's been eating it, just blood all over its snout. Starts rolling and running on all fours through the grass, straight toward Razik. With incredible speed, as if it's an animal, not even a humanoid, just darts right towards you. And leashes, just lunges out and tries to strike 2 short sword attacks against you. Both seem to be almost just like bound to his wrists. These 2 short swords just like tied to his wrists as he just comes down with two swords towards you. That's going to be an 11 and a 20.
Ooh, that 11's going to miss. That 20's going to hit.
All right. The 20 hits for 4 piercing, just grazing you as you manage to move away a bit, but one of them slashes against you. And he lands onto the grass looking up at you with this just terrifying look as it goes to Savamel. Who will ride off in this direction.
I apologize. How much damage was that last blow?
4.
4. Okay, thank you.
He will cast Bless. On his friends, but he'll do on 3 creatures. He'll do it on Willa and Gemma.
Am I in range?
Yeah, that's what I'm checking real quick.
Oh, okay. I don't remember if it's 30 or 60.
I believe it is 30 feet.
Yeah, too far.
I was thinking he would do it, but actually before he took off.
Oh, great. I'll take that.
Yeah, so he's kind of over here.
Thanks,
We
babe.
do it. More of that, huh?
Yeah.
That's my line.
He'll cast it on himself as well. So, himself, Gemma, and Willa, and runs off this direction, casting Bless, and that's it for his turn. He gets ready with his crossbow, and is just kind of taking off across the field, having blessed the 3, himself and Willa and Gemma, and it goes to this Flend. here. Sorry.
Crunching those numbers.
Yeah, the pause is scary.
Wes has got his abacus.
Brace yourself.
Moves here, and you can see he just presents himself as this oncoming target.
Come on.
Just starts swinging his three-headed skull-headed flail, not a maul, flail. Just there's a smoke that seems to come off him as each of the eyes and each of the skulls on three ends of this flail seem to be just smoking as if like incense is just pouring out of them.
That's
With
metal
this
as hell.
terrifying, very metal, this very terrifying performance as he seems to be preparing himself for an attack. Gemma, it is your turn.
I have a question. If
Yep.
I ride my horse around here, can I can hop off for half my movement and use the remainder of my movement of my character movement rather than my horse movement. I just want to get close enough. What I'm trying to do is trying to get close enough and then send my horse off, but I don't want to.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
That's fine.
I'm it's only like 40. They get like 60 feet, so I'm just gonna go over here, and then
Yeah.
I'll just
Hop
post
off
up,
and
yeah.
get in that direction. Yeah, that's
So,
cool.
Okay. I'm gonna start charging this way, and then I'm gonna hop off. Gemma is going to jump off and get over here while Misty goes away,
Okay.
and just get her out of harm's reach.
Mhm.
And she's gonna see this one gnoll making a display of himself, and she's going to try to cast. She's gonna concentrate and hold person on it.
Mm.
Him. It.
Okay.
So wisdom save.
It's a 7.
Okay. So, feeling more confident in her abilities, she freezes him into place.
But the DM is pissed.
I'm
But
sorry. I'm
happens.
sorry, dude. I'm sorry.
roll the
I
dice.
always
roll
throw
the dice.
two of them. Throw two of them.
Roll
in
the
there.
dice.
Okay.
Oh my god, his
Uh,
brother. Shut up.
Gemma holds her. Seems to hold that is 60 feet, right? You have
Correct.
The range on
It's
that?
like 30. Yeah, it's like 30 feet away from me.
Okay. Yeah, you got plenty. Okay.
And then she. Oh, go ahead.
Yep. Just saying, gotta do your wild magic surge.
Oh yeah, thanks. I forgot about that. I still have to do that. So I make it.
Yep.
And then she's going to quicken a firebolt at this bloodied one in front of her.
Okay.
For a nat
Oh!
20.
Wow.
Ooh.
Gemma's coming into this like she has been training for sure. It's just comes in, controlling, holds the flend, and then fires off a firebolt, striking the other gnoll.
For 18 fire.
Wow.
But
How do you
because-
kill off that
Oh,
gnoll?
okay. Dang. All right. I was going to use my other chart.
Yeah,
Just
with
feeling
the two
mastery-
arrows in it already from Anton.
Just feeling the mastery of her abilities, she freezes the flint and shoots off a fireball bolt really quick at this one.
You can see it burst into flames and collapses down, singeing part of the grass around it, but it does the fire does fade away as that gnoll dies off.
And that's Gemma's turn.
Okay.
Eyebrow raised for Gemma.
So many eyebrows.
This one here will move in this direction. 5. Almost getting a little bit of cover behind the cart, and has a longbow and fires off an arrow towards Gemma.
Ah,
4 and 11.
okay.
So you see the arrow kind of whiz towards you, dodging out of the way, and it is Willa's turn.
Willa will ride up on her horse past Savamil and Paprika. The horse is 40 feet, is that correct?
60.
Oh, 60. Perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. She's going to ride up past Savamil and Paprika. And, okay, another question. Is it an action to dismount?
It's half your move speed to dismount.
Happens. Okay, awesome. She rides up, she jumps off of Tessie, and she's going to walk as far as she needs to. So she's a little bit past everyone now, and facing the Flynn and the Knoll flesh. What's that? The Knoll flesh. She's going to whip out her Maul of Hell Ice that she just got.
Yes.
She kind of swings it around a couple of times, and then she smashes it into the ground to use the Maul Ice Blast.
What?
Let's see.
Nice.
Oh my
Ice.
god.
20-foot cone.
Damn.
You're also blessed too, by the way. I know you already hit, but
Oh, yeah.
So you're gonna do it in this direction? Okay. To hit those two?
Yeah, I was trying to position so.
Gotcha.
But not hit Rezik.
Right. I think
Thank
that
you.
actually does it. They're both 20 feet, and that. Yeah, I think that I'll allow that. So positions and the tree's kind of like grown over you, so it's not like kind of blocking your path. As you fire your new Maul of Hell Ice energy, and it just reaches just enough to hit the Flend and this Flesh Gnar for 19 cold. They both have to make a con save. And does that your spell affect that, Gemma?
I'm looking that up right now. Paralyzed is severe. No, just for strength and dex saves, but the attack rolls have advantage on them, but I don't know if it counts in this,
An
in this
attack roll.
case, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. They both succeed. One got a 15, one got an 18. So they take half damage though, right? So
Yes and
that's
no.
I think so.
yeah. So that still does some damage to them. As able to resist some of the cold, but you can see it just seems to. There's this like frost that seems to almost go across their armor and across their fur. As this like almost like snow seems to like solidify on some around their like shoulders. As you blast that. Anything else for your turn?
Yeah, as a bonus action, she's just kind of taking that cold energy that she gets from the maul, and she's going to squeeze her hands a bit more, and you see blood come out of her nose as she activates the ray of the frozen.
Nice.
And that's it.
Activating more cold into the Maul of Hell Ice. And
Somehow colder.
somehow colder, even colder, as she takes a little bit of damage, but increases the power of the Maul of Hellas. This Null off here jumps off the wagon. It was sort of like digging into like some of the barrels and chests that were in this wagon and hops off, lands on the ground, and comes towards you, Willa, to attack you with a spear with a 12. So you just deflect it with your maul, and it is on to Razik.
Sweet. I want to slide off Light Call kind of nimbly, and as I do so, I kind of give him a little pat. Sorry, her a little pat, and I don't know if it'll wait until he doesn't or she doesn't technically have her own turn yet, but
It's on your turn, yeah.
I would want Light Call to kind of move a little bit, so if we operate under like we share movement, I guess at this point. So like I'd have it
Move
move,
away.
like, 10 feet away. Take
You
an
can
op
move away,
attack
but- Yes,
from the flesh knoll if it wants to.
it does. It does. It likes flesh, so it will slice with its short sword
Give me some of that horse.
with a 6.
Ah,
All right. It pings off of the expensive chainmail armor that I got.
Yes,
Light Call.
you did get that.
And Razik
All
gives
right.
it a smirk and it's like, "That's my horse." And I kind of go sort of like I like go and kind of like twirl behind it,
around
and
it.
I use my my inspiration to get advantage, and I'm going to attack with my primary hand with advantage. So I'll roll stealth on that. Bam. And I think I have. Do I have bless?
You don't. You don't.
Okay. Wasn't sure if I was one of the lucky recipients. So that's a 14 to hit.
it's a 23, you mean?
Oh, right. Thank you. It's a 23 to hit.
Yes, you hit.
All right. And that is going to be, hopefully that adds the stealth to that, or the sneak. This is going to be 11 plus 10.
Because your advantage. So that is 21 damage. How do you kill off the flesh gnar?
Easily. As I kind of go behind him, and I do just like all Anton and Savamil see is like a purple sort of like energy blade sort of like come from side to neck to side of neck. His eyes like burst into like a purple light, and then he falls down, and then I immediately launch myself 5 feet forward at the one that's paralyzed by Gemma's hold person, and I'm going to, with my offhand, make a second blade attack with my bonus, also with advantage because it's paralyzed.
Yes, and you get a nat 20. Hey,
Hey, thank you, Zach.
Oh my god, that was Charlie.
Charlie.
Oh, thank you,
Wow.
Charlie. Sorry, didn't mean to steal Charlie
He's
Valor.
not here to fuck around.
That is going to be 8 plus 3, so 11 psychic damage. As actually, I think it's an automatic crit, isn't it?
It is,
It
because
is.
you're within
I
5.
already rolled it though. That's
Oh, well, you already got a crit, though.
Okay.
yeah. It was just a roll. It was a
That's
low.
crazy, though.
but-
you still got a crit.
Okay. That is Razik's turn.
God.
A really low crit, but it did crit. Okay. And as you kind of do that slice, you look back, your eyes just getting in their peripheral, the flesh gnar collapsing into the like golden grass, and gets consumed by it. You can't even see its body from the tall grass as it goes to Anton.
All right. Anton comes swinging around here on the flank side.
Right on the other side.
And attacks with Kopesha poison. For 17.
You get
You have an
advantage.
advantage because it's
Oh,
paralyzed.
yeah, sorry. 425.
Oh, there you go.
All right. And that would be a 6 slashing, 3 poison.
You actually get an auto crit because it's paralyzed.
Yep.
Not just
Incapacitated.
advantage.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
So you
Nice.
just roll your damage again.
Roll your damage again.
And
For 10 slashing,
God.
2 poison. Woo! Good looking out.
Wow. It's going too easy. All right. Nice roll. Nice roll. This thing's got a lot of health, but you pierce right through, and you can see that you just see your wound just seep into it, and as you pull out your blade, it's nothing it can do. You still have your other attacks if you'd like.
Yes, I do. For a 23.
That's a hit.
Which will be 7 slashing, 1 poison.
Plus crit.
And you can roll it again.
Plus crit. That's a 6 and a 5, so. So what you got?
For the watch.
Made the con.
Yeah.
Just-
It's bloodied.
What time of day is it, by the way?
Middle of the day. Oh well,
Like,
late afternoon. Late afternoon.
I like that we're fighting in the tall grass. I can just imagine it
Yeah.
swaying while we're
No, it's
killing these
Yeah.
things.
totally. And
All right, well, I still have the offhand attack.
you get that
Jesus
longsword
Christ.
too. Remember your longsword?
For a 21. Yeah.
Oh, wait.
I still have to break that in. But
Well, you get, right now you get the 21 short sword. That's a hit.
21 short sword for 6 piercing.
Roll again for automatic crit and damage.
It's 6 piercing.
Wow. Just filleting this flend as it's just being held there, and you can see it just. You can see it almost just pulsing in anger, but it cannot move as you're just just piercing your swords into it. Cannot do anything.
Blood splashing.
Blood
All
pouring
over
down
me and
into
Wrath.
the fur, onto the grass around it.
Mm.
All right, that's your turn,
Yeah.
Anton.
Man, he must be really pissed that we interrupted dinner.
Very pissed. As it goes to Savamel.
Get in here, Savi. Get a couple stabs in.
He's gonna ride forward this way. And will right along, getting closer to Gemma's area and fire his crossbow. With his crossbow expert, he ignores cover as it goes right through the area needed as Snoll is getting cover by this cart,
Oh, nice, dude.
and fires the light crossbow towards it with a 7. These curses! This thing. Why do you even use this thing? Even though I'm a crossbow expert, this is bullshit.
It's hard
That's
from
it
a
for him.
horse, man.
There's nothing else he needs to do.
Across the way.
Kind of rides in closer just
Oh
for the
my
hell of
God.
it.
So good.
And that's it for him. This Flend will choose to break out of this spell. Wisdom save, right?
Correct.
Okay. He's got a high. Oh my god.
Mm, I like the sound of that.
Nat 20.
Fails.
You want to talk about it?
This guy was supposed to deal so much damage.
I'm
I
sorry,
hate this.
Wes. I'm sorry.
That's being
Gemma
the
had a
GM.
training montage, you
The
know.
GM, he always loses, right? Yeah. All right. Flend is still held, and you can see the just the pulsing. There's veins just pulsing down around the snout of the null as this thing is just so freaking pissed. As it's Gemma's turn.
She's going to focus her energy into her hands, and she's going to fire a chaos bolt at this knoll in front of her.
Oh, you know what? I'm sorry. I just realized something.
Ooh.
There's more in the distance.
The Flynn had a twin.
It's
He's
not
right behind that other
considered-
tree.
It's not considered a humanoid.
The Flynn?
The Flend is not considered a humanoid.
Interesting. Dang, that's why I did it. I didn't think that was.
Are you sure?
how they
Gnolls are
qualify.
humanoids, I think.
Yes, gnolls are, not Flens.
Oh.
Oh, weird.
So I will allow everything that has happened to happen, but let's say to make it even, he breaks out of the spell.
That's fair.
Okay, that's my bad for not pointing out. Yes, gnolls are typically, but not Flens. But does that check to break out of it? Is that at the end of his turn?
Correct.
That is okay. So we'll end it there. That's his turn. Let's say he breaks out of the spell, and that's it. That's his turn. But he is no longer held. Mistakes happen in D&D. That's my bad. Shouldn't have had that happen for him, but hey, that's the way it happens. But it's your turn, Gemma.
All right. Chaos bolt at this knoll in front of me. For 12, but she's also going to bend luck to add a D4 to that. She's going to concentrate and add a D4.
Towards the null and the north.
Correct. So that's a total of 15.
15 is on the dot.
All right. Fantastic. Why isn't it? Okay. So that's, let's say, 15 fire damage altogether.
Don't you have to roll for it?
What do you mean? It's a ranged attack, so 15.
For the damage type.
Oh no, I'm sorry. It's a 6 or a 4, so force. We'll go with force damage. And so yeah, 15 force damage.
Okay.
And then she's going to quicken another firebolt at it. For 20. Which I think hits.
Definitely hits.
Okay.
Definitely hits.
For 11 fire damage.
How do you finish up?
Oh, let me use my outer ashen shard.
Do
Same
it.
thing. She okay, I'll roll that. She's
for it.
she blasts out the chaos bolt at it with full force, and then chucks another firebolt at it, and using the energy from the outer essence shard, puts that necrotic energy onto him too for an additional 12. I know he's dead already, but
There's almost this explosion of like dark energy that also happens as everyone looks over and sees just like Gemma just unleashing magic, like way more controlled than you're used to seeing.
No way.
Tossing like all this chaotic energy. Insane.
And that's Gemma's turn. I made my wild magic save.
And you made your mild magic save. All right, it's now Willa's turn, as you're engaged with this null to the south here.
Yeah. Willa will turn around after doing that ice blast, and she's going to swing at him with her Maul of Hell Ice. First one for 23.
3. Boom! Slam against it.
That'll be 3 cold and 8 bludgeoning.
All right.
And then
Wow.
she'll swing again. For a... Wait. Ooh, wrong one. Sorry. For a 27.
Oh yeah, that's a direct hit. Bam!
5 cold, 12 magical bludgeoning. She goes
How
for
do you
the
kill this null?
Oh, yeah. She's
Hits.
going for the knees.
Hits.
Trying to take him out from the bottom.
Nice. As
Hobble
that
again.
one. Boom! You slam it down into the ground. That one is dead. And it is now Razik's turn. As you see the Flend seem to shake off the spell and starts spinning its flail around again. What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna kind of try and like, I imagine Razik's like weaving in and out of like the various like heads kind of swirling around the Flynn, and he's gonna poke at him with advantage from being across Anton and Sulaine. Bam. He's gonna get that delicious sneak damage if a 27 hits.
Mm-hmm.
That's gonna be a 19 sneak and 11 psychic damage. Wes just signs off.
Guys are too strong.
Come on. How many layers of flesh does this thing have?
Thing is strong now.
And I'll just save you some time, and I come up and again with advantage attack once more with a 17 to hit for 9 psychic damage.
Yeah.
So altogether 39 damage.
Wow.
He's looking really hurt, and it goes to Anton.
All right.
I will. Shit. I'm sorry. I was gonna eat up his bonus reaction and try and duck
go
out
ahead.
of there. Yeah, I was just gonna back up 10 feet if he wants
Back
to
up?
make a attack of opportunity.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he will.
It's like he will.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, I get to attack?
I know. I was trying to throw you a bone.
Let's see here. The Flail of Chaos will roll 21 to hit.
All right, 21's gonna hit.
All right. And that's going to be 10 bludgeoning. And you have to make a wisdom saving throw.
All right, wisdom save. Wisdom save. Not very wise. Got a 14.
All right, you have to use your reaction to make one melee attack against a random creature other than the Flend within its reach.
Okay. How do you want to do it?
There's no creature within reach to target as a similar. So, what's the range on your dagger?
Well, technically 60 feet, but also technically 5 feet.
Well,
So
you
it kinda
would
depends.
use your ranged. So
Don't make me attack my horse, Wes.
I might make you attack the horse.
Have some sympathy.
Make him look him in the eyes first.
One.
Look her in the eyes
At
first.
least I already used my sneak, so I can't, It's fucked up because I only,
7.
backed away so I could
9.
use my reaction to attack him, but he makes
Roll-
me use my reaction.
Roll 1d10. Roll 1d10.
Alright.
Roll 1d10.
Ooh.
6. 6 o'clock.
2,
So it is probably my horse.
4, 5, 6. It's actually Willa.
Woo!
You dick.
It's actually Willa.
Come on.
You throw a dagger at Willa.
Willa can take it. That's gonna be 16 to hit.
Yeah, that's
16 hits her. Roll damage.
It's gonna be 11 psychic. Sorry, Willa. I assume you might have resistance to that because you're purple.
What?
Because she's a psychic dragon lady.
Yeah, but not psychic.
No. Not that one. Well, it turns
That's
around.
okay.
She's like, "You didn't shoot straight there, buddy."
Just
It's like you have like a
Does-
psychic screen like pierce you as you're like cut by my like mental blade, and you're like, "Hey, buddy."
And it's Anton's turn.
Anton is eager to break in his longsword, so pulls it out, just two hands straight down towards the flint for a 25. Does that hit? 11 magical slashing.
25 hits. 11 magical slashing.
Double fire there.
So one of your attacks hit. So you
you
can
already counted the damage?
Yep. So you can
Oh, okay.
attack with the longsword again or your Kopesh.
No. You're gonna
Can
the
he
long
dual
sword again.
wield with a non-light weapon?
Oh yeah. Yeah, he's a fighter.
Well, that's a 20. And 9 slashing.
Assassin. Do you have the 2-weapon fighting?
He doesn't have the
Feature?
feat. He has the fighting style, but not the feat.
Yeah, fighting style, 2-weapon fighting. Yeah.
Fighting style, then you can. We'll do. I guess let's check on that, right?
Yeah, it's you have to have the feat, I think, to have two weapons
One-
that aren't versatile. Like they have to have the versatile tag to be two-handed,
Light.
unless you have the thingy. Yeah,
The 2
that's it.
light.
And I think the
What-
feat lets you ignore it.
Either way, he's got 2. He gets
Yes,
he
so he
has
still has
2
2, yeah.
attacks, so you
Yeah.
can still attack twice as he did. So that's a 5. Well, the second one would be a 15, which misses. Fortunately, Anton, as that second attack is
Oh, we're not,
deflected.
sorry, we're not flanking anymore. Okay.
Nope. Yeah, because
Yeah.
he dodged. Yeah,
Because you peeled off.
he peeled
All right.
off.
And then he attacked Willow.
Okay.
Sorry, my bad for just not killing mercilessly Wes's creatures.
So I think that's
Wait.
all you can do, Anton.
So that's two misses then? Since
No,
I
you
didn't
got
have
the-
advantage.
You got the 25 because that was your first roll. It's always the first roll or advantage if you have advantage.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So
So
First one
I
hit.
can't do an offhand now that I've done two-handed attacks?
these other
Correct.
guys confused me now. So
Oh, it's the feat. The feat allows.
No, I
you-
was confused because I thought he was doing his, attacking with both hands. But
Dual wielder feat allows you to use 2-weapon fighting even with one. The one-handed melee weapons you are wielding aren't light because it's a light. It's a longsword. It's not considered light, like your scimitar or your kopesh and your short sword.
which are both
Okay.
basically short swords.
yeah, so his Kopesh, he should be able to attack with his offhand if he's just using his Kopesh.
No, that's not what Mike said. The opposite.
No, I think that's true. It would be different if he had two long swords, but he's not. He's using a long sword and a short sword, I believe.
No, it says you can't use 2-weapon fighting. You can use 2-weapon fighting even when the one-handed melee weapons you are wielding.
Okay,
aren't.
so your offhand and your main hand have to be
Correct.
okay.
But that means he could use the two-handed damage dice for his longsword. So instead of 1d8, he could use the 1d10 next time.
We need to figure this off, like more offline. But for now, that's what we're gonna end with.
No, I'll stop hacking. Got me hitting
Savamil
bones
is
at this
going
point.
to
We're tired of you cheating the system.
actually use a sacred flame on the Flend. There we go. Wow, just not in my favor tonight at all. The Flynn takes 7 radiant damage as this spell of radiant energy strikes down onto the Flend, and it's finally its turn. It can finally go. It's barely hanging on, and it's going to. Unfortunately, Anton, you're right next to it. Has to unleash on you. Just gonna do the flail of pain against you.
Is that a metal weapon?
Why does this matter?
I'm just curious.
It is a flail weapon.
What color is it?
Well, I mean, it has skulls, so I don't know. You know what I mean?
It's also magical. It's magical, so with skulls on it.
With skulls.
16 misses you. It rolls again.
I'm right, it does. What?
15. You deflect both
I'm
attacks.
gonna riposte.
Go for it.
I'm gonna riposte here. For a 1.
Yeah.
Well, you have to roll to attack, don't you?
You have to roll to attack.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, sorry. With my Kopesh for
Hell
26.
yeah. And you get to
Yeah.
add that sweet 1 to your damage.
And I'm gonna add that 1 to the magical slashing of 7. So that's 8 slashing, 3 poison.
How do you kill the Flend?
Oh man.
With your
I
weapon.
splashed down into it. But it's to the part that's already like basically bone exposed.
Yeah.
So when I splash into it, it just cleaves almost in half.
You can see it just split apart, and you've just hacked into this creature. The same targets that you've been already hitting when it was frozen in place, and the Flend just falls apart, and combat ends.
Yeah.
Before we end tonight, is anything anyone wants to do with this location?
Horses.
Does that look like cheese? I
That
say,
is cheese and food. Yes.
as I hold up, what do you call them? Rolls?
Wheel.
Wheels.
A wheel
Thank you,
of
thank you. I
cheese.
hold up a giant wheel in victory, not having been denied cheese earlier in the campaign. I hold it
And
above him.
tonight's session, yes. And there's cheese. Finally, cheese has arrived. Cheese is arriving at Redgard Keep. Been waiting for these supplies.
There's like no supplies left when we bring them back. Where the hell is all our cheese? Those
The
are meat
cheese we
eaters.
ordered. The
Those
cheese is
are
gone
meat
too.
eaters. It's fucked
Definitely
up.
don't look in our bag of holding.
Just put it in your purse.
And Savamel goes, remember, this is not just free, supplies. We got to bring this back to the Redgard Keep. As Razik's like eating wheels of cheese.
I'm tastefully cutting off an edge to ensure quality.
I'm sure they won't mind. It's fine.
I like
Most
that the
survivors.
Flynn has barely landed on the ground and you're already going for the food.
You got this? All right, I'm gonna go check out these wheels of cheese.
You want to what? You want any of that horse meat?
Just finish off what they started. Gemma, oh my god, Savamil, you're so crazy.
So crazy. All
There's
right.
no survivors though. No survivors at all.
Unfortunately, no survivors. It seems they were already eating into the traders that were there, just the caravans. One of the horses dead, but 2 survived and pulling some carts. And
Uncover Sulane's eyes so she doesn't see the dead horse. Eviscerated.
and with that, we will end our session for tonight. Tales of Terramir will be back in 2 weeks on July 26th with episode 28. This episode will be available on YouTube and your favorite podcast platforms within the next few days. Don't forget, Mike, Hannah, and our producer Charlie will be chatting about this episode and episode 26 next Wednesday. That is next week on July 19th at 8 p.m. Eastern. Join us right now on our Discord for our after show discussions. And thanks for watching and listening, everyone. Good night.